Yeah. Okay, mutual funds are the one of the biggest or one of the cleanest products for the financial products which we are discussing. So when investment has come, lot of investment opportunities are available for seafarers. The first one, traditional one, when we started, it was the fixed deposits. So when I started my career, we have only fixed deposits. Then later, little bit of LIC. LIC is also not so popular. Later, it become popular. So only these two used to be the things. Then later, from 2006, our mutual funds started coming. And then, like, angel broking, lot of guys, but it used to be only fiscal form. So we don't have any online options that time. We used to, I still remember I used to travel 100 kilometers just to apply for this mutual fund. We take your, because we are NRI customers, we give all checkbook and give that whatever 1 lakh check that time. Yeah. So it used to be that even you invest 1 lakh, only 98,000 is invested and 2,000 is taken as the invest. When you exit also, like that exit loads are there. A lot of things used to happen with the mutual fund. But the industry has evolved. Now there is a lot of flexibility has come, transparency, SEBI has tightened the rules. So finally, we know that mutual funds become very popular and we see very famous faces like, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, even Sachin Tendulkar. Everybody is advertising mutual funds are here because, for the long-term prospect, the biggest advantage with mutual fund is it is like, compounding. What is the meaning of compounding? Compounding means we continuously invest for years, such as like, 10 years, 20 years, even little amount. Today I remember Aditya Birla has sent me one brochure telling if you have invested 10,000 SIP every month in Aditya ABSL World Fund, it could have been 12 lakh rupees today. Yeah. For 5,000 rupees also the people made, whoever invested in HDFC Flexi Cap fund, they made 1 crore also because this fund is existing from 30 years. Yeah. So like that, guys. So you see, these are all, हम लोग बोलते छोटे छोटे कदम, but you will get बड़ा दाम. Yeah. So you are going, small steps, but leading to the big goal. Yeah. So the goals, what we have as a seafarer goals, the first one is our children education. That is the first goal. Second one is our children, higher studies. Then the biggest one is their marriage, and then our retirement. And because we are continuously sailing, someday we will hang our boats. That day we need to have some copious amount or sufficient amount as the corpus. So for this is the better way of building. Yeah. So, but what we do,
just, sir, sorry, I would like to just highlight to maybe for these new guys. I just a week back I gone for medical, and above 40, this was my first TMT, and they failed me. They said go to cardiologist and get the other things done, CT and whatever you want. I was so scared. I thought this is the end of the career. This was literally scaring for me. This last few days was very stressful. So that what I feel is even small amount. And SIP, I would like to highlight one more point is it is for discipline and not about the amount or anything, because I was doing SIP since 2012, and in 18-19 I stopped it. I thought I will invest directly into the stocks. I completely stopped, and in 2024 last year I saw the other this fund value was so means it was like tripled, almost tripled. I could have continued that amount. आज मतलब so, and I did not invest in shares also because I was waiting for low, high, this, that, and you never get the bottom end. So I means I recommend to everybody, even you can suggest to your friends here, there, this amount is nothing, 30-40,000. We are means you cannot even see where it is going. But at the end of the 10-20 years, this will be really big, huge amount. You cannot even imagine now. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Rajit, for this. Yeah. Guys, Rajit has really said, even I have my experience also. I tell you, when my daughter was born, I took a bold step. I will do every month 50,000, 50,000. Okay, my daughter was born in 16, and this one now gone to such a huge amount. Almost it is gone to 75 lakhs. My daughter is, I'm telling you the amount also, but I hardly invested anything. She is only 10 years old, and you see how much money I have invested. Very less, and especially during the COVID time, we continue to invest. That time market was only 30,000, and it is gone to 24,000 also one day. And so you see how much correction is happened, and it is going. So the systematic investment plan is the very good plan for seafarers to build very good corpus amount, which you, okay, I know that we are all now, because dollar is gone to 88, we are all learning. So for us, this is peanuts for us, what we are doing. Even 50,000 or 1 lakh SIP is very, but at the down the line, if you consider 10 years or 20 years, it will be very huge giant. It will close to 10 crores, which you cannot earn one day. If you want to do sale, you have to sell 10 years for that. Yeah. So that way used to be the case. So that is really good part for the SIP. So the mutual funds has become so popular, but biggest drawback with mutual fund is, especially, they started doing direct, like, Ranjit has said, people are, when it is with fund houses or when it is with somebody regular, we never used to bother so much. When we are doing ourselves direct funds, we are doing every time, every day gauging, you know. So when this started falling in last December, it is already falling, especially the people who invested in small cap, which is come down to almost 50%, 40% down. That means you have invested 5 lakhs, this has become 2.5 lakhs, people or 3 lakhs. The people really become panic and they exited. So with the loss. Yeah. So what is happening? There is nobody to handhold you. So what is the risk with mutual fund? Mutual fund is unidirectional. That means if the share market goes up, our fund will go up. If the share market goes down, our fund will go down. As simple as that. But now, after this tech savvy, Z generation has come, then they started playing, they found, like Ranjit has rightly, because Ranjit really run long time this angel broking also. He got a lot of experience in, broking. And so the people thought that, yes, very easy money, let's do options, derivatives. Yeah. So the people started doing options and trading. Yeah. So then options and futures. So what happened actually? Almost 90 after end of 2 years, almost 90% of the people lost their capital. Options, if you speak to the experts, they say options is O. O stands for zero. End of the day, you will gain one day, you will lose one day. Finally, if you see end of the month, your gain will be zero. Okay. So that's what is happening.
Always zero. Never got any profit in options.
Yeah. So then SEBI has thought about it. What is the solution for retail investors? Because we are all taking calls on the basis of the either tip from Vasant or tip from Ranjit or tip from me or tip from Angel or tip from Grow or tip from whoever it is. Yeah, we buy subscription for that. He will give tip and we'll do, but we will lose the money. So that's what is happened. So to get rid of this retail losing, they thought, let us introduce, because now mutual funds has become popular, introduce on the same platform, same framework, introduce something which is unique. And this is what the world is doing. But in India, it is not there, because hedge funds are very, very popular in US. Very, very popular. All around the world, almost 40% investments all the time happens around the hedge fund. So what is this hedge funds is all about is, so it is not that, as mutual funds, like, when share market goes up, mutual funds goes up. But SIF is that is the time where they brought the SIF. In mutual funds, they can do little bit of derivatives, not so much. But SIF, they can do complete hedging. And above that, they can do 25%. thoughts as well. So I will just share with you guys one this one screen. So you guys can see this one, correct? What I'm sharing. Yeah, okay. So just I'm using, this is the fund actually the presently going on. The NFO is going on. That's the reason I'm using. But all the funds have similar features. Okay. So this is where the birth of the thought about this SIF. So mutual funds, and there was an investment vehicle called alternate investment funds. But there the minimum threshold value is 1 crore. This is accessible only for HNIs, ultra high net individuals. Okay, not for normal retail people or like us. Yeah. So then SEBI thought, let's use the same strategy and bring mutual funds club together. So instead of 1 lakh, they brought down the threshold to 10 lakhs, and they brought some framework, same framework as the mutual fund. So how mutual fund is the cleanest product, same way SIF, special investment funds, is also the cleanest product in India, like how we have earlier. Okay, special, SIF represents a specialized investment fund, a new platform for innovation in investments, and positioned to combine the benefits of mutual funds and AIF. But now you see, this is the new strategy and new technology. Whenever new come, like onboard our ship, we have, when we have ballast water treatment system in, Kama, very problem. And when it is 2013, when we go paperless, there is a havoc. But after 5 years, we used to it. Correct? So we learn from it. So the same way, this is also the same product. Yeah. So it provides flexibility in strategy with regulated tax efficient. So how this tax efficient, we will see this one, guys. The biggest advantage with SIF is tight regulatory landscape. They cannot do whatever they like. There is a regulating body, SEBI is regulating, AMFI is monitoring their each and every action. They cannot do whatever they like. Yeah, landscape, and there is a tax efficiency. We will come back a little later. We will discuss in detail about what is the tax regime for these products. Flexible investment strategies. So there are different strategies are there. Like, you can use options, you can use futures, you can use shorts, you can use longs, you can use hedging. Yeah, you can use, lot of permutations and combinations basis of your strategy, whatever you like to use. So SIF bridges the gap between mass retail mutual fund and sophisticated EAF. So let's use this. This is best of both worlds, guys. SIF is the best of both worlds. Best of mutual funds and best of EAF. So this is the new product which is coming. So these are the key differences, guys. You might ask, what is the difference between SIF, mutual fund, PMS, and AIF? So the minimum investment in SIF is 10 lakhs, whereas in mutual fund, 100 rupees to 1 crore. Nobody is stopping you. PMS is 50 lakhs, minimum threshold limit. Above there is no limit. AIF is 1 crore. And you see the taxation, guys. See, this is the beauty of SIF and mutual funds. So equity, long-term capital gains, if you hold for 12 months and more, equity, it is only 12.5%. It does not matter whatever tax bracket, even you are in 33% tax bracket, they are not going to charge you 33%. They will charge only 12.5%. And then debit is as per your slab rate, and LTCC for 12.5. This is after 24 months is for hybrid and fund of the funds. Okay. For fund of the funds, this is the criteria they are using. Okay, like debit funds, they are using this criteria. Okay, so this is but more or less, this is the max you go, 12.5. Okay, and at the fund level, there is no taxation for mutual funds and SIF. But if you go to the AIF 1 crore, every time when they buy something, when they sell something, they need to pay the tax. But whereas here, no. So what will happen? Your returns will be more as compared to AIF. And leverage, no leverage is permitted. What is the meaning of leverage? You keep 100 rupees, you can take futures and options derivatives 200 rupees. That is the leverage. But in this, leverage is not permitted. Okay, short exposure through hedge derivatives up to only 20. So you can have a naked either long call or short call only 25%. That means You can take call option, put option, whatever option you like, only you can take 25%, guys. Now, okay, we understand this is the SIF. So what are the strategies we have? Total 7 strategies are available, guys, in this. What are those? The first one is the equity. Second one is the small cap. And last one will be in equity will be sector rotation. You see, guys, last when this was when GST reforms are announced, automobile sector, lot of change. You see where Maruti share is gone, where Mahindra share is gone, from where to where. Yeah. So it depends on the sector rotation, they can go. This is the equity. Next, on the debit also, if fixed income, they can go for even long short on interest rates. Then hybrid strategies, they will combine both equity as well as debit. So total 7 strategies are available. Now let us consider what are these, what are the present funds available in the market. Let us see, guys, what are the present SIFs available for us to invest. So these are the funds which we are available, guys. These are the funds which are available. What are those, guys? These are total 6 funds till today. The first fund was in September end, the first one to come is QSF equity fund, QSF equity long short fund they have introduced. Then QSF, that is, guys, QSF means quant. You everybody know quant mutual fund, correct? So this is the quant they brought everybody, because they cannot use existing. SBI mutual fund also, they cannot use SBI mutual fund. So they use something called Magnum. Yeah, Magnum hybrid. So like that, QSEP. And LDWise is using Altiva. And Divinity is ITI mutual fund. This is the present NFO is going on, now running till next Saturday it is going to run. Yeah. So this, guys, this is also, but only till today, only 2 equity funds are introduced in the market. One is the QSEF equity fund, the other one is the Divinity equity fund. But now, lot of guys, 3 funds are introduced for the hybrid. One is from the quant, the other one is from SBI, the other one is from LDWise. But why they brought hybrid short long fund is, you see, guys, this is the biggest advantage, because in this, the strategies are used to control downside. What is the meaning of downside? When the market falls, when there is a volatility in the market, that means if suddenly Sensex become from 80,000 to 40,000, your fund will not become 1 lakh, will not become 50,000. Okay, 1 lakh will become only 95, 98,000. Okay, so like that, so that's why this hybrid fund. So since you have downside protection, you are using different strategies. What strategies they are using? Different, income, growth, hybrid, focus, covered calls. They are using all these strategies. They are using equity, debit, short derivative exposure, RETC, invest, real estate investment trust. Okay. And infrastructure trust, investment infrastructure trust. So they are all doing that. So if you see this, the risk level of these hybrid funds is only 2, because there is very less likely chances that you lose your money. Yeah, you lose your money, but there is lot of downside protection in the form of hedging. What generally they do is, they will buy a share, like, let us consider HDFC share, and they will take the put option also. What will happen? If the share goes up, they will make the money. It is going up. And if the share falls, they will make money through put. So either way, they are going to make the money. Okay. So that is the strategy they are going to use. Like, plenty strategy. I just give you a simple example. So everybody using different strategies for different ways they are using, So these are the strategies generally: covered calls, protective calls, faller, arbitrage. All these calls they are going to use. And, SBI was using, strangles, triangles, pair trades, like that. What is pair trades? Pair trades means, so let us consider, we think that HDFC is going up. If HDFC goes up, definitely ICICI will go up. Yes or no? So on the basis of HDFC, they will invest in this one, and they will hedge also. Like that they are going to have. There are tactical shorts and indexes are there. So guys, you see here for hybrid funds, the returns they are expecting is only 8 to 10 or 8 to 11. Whereas equity fund, there is no limit. Okay. So you have to understand this, very, very important. Okay. This, when I discussed last time, I discussed, when I conducted only for Seafarer, we discussed extensively about the hybrid fund. So the main motto of this fund is to give FD plus returns. See, nowadays, if you go to HDFC and invest, it will give you only 6%, 6.5. But they want to give now maybe 8 plus 2 or maybe close to 11, 12%. That is their goal. Yeah. With the HDFC funds. But equity fund, there is no limit, guys. See, these green ones are all equity funds. So Divinity is equity fund and QSEF equity fund. And only other fund, this magenta color is the small cap and mid cap fund. This is very high risk. They invest in small cap and mid caps. So what happened in mid cap and small cap? So from last October till May, they're going down drastically. If you like to protect your downside, you should invest in these funds so that your downside protection will be very less. And you see the tax regime is more or less same. What is the years, guys? You see years. So here equity, they are expecting minimum 5 years in the market. See, strange thing, guys. Hybrid funds, if you are in only 2 years, that is enough to get the benefits from this fund. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I
Yes,
just want to
yes,
ask what about this expense ratio, sir? Lot of time I heard this term, expense ratio should be less.
Yes, I will tell you. So the expense ratio is same as mutual fund. Maximum it will be 2%. Maximum. It will not be, because for these hybrid funds, it is very close to 1. These hybrid funds, it is close to 1. Equity funds, they were telling SEBI allowed them 2, but no fund house is taking 2 because they are considering only 1.6. Okay. So that's see, we'll come back to it, Thakur. Here, we'll come back to expense ratio also. I will show you when I'm discussing about the fund in detail. So for all of them, it is 10 lakhs is the limit. After 10 lakhs, you can do as per your SIP. You can go for 10,000 SIP. You can go for UC. There is 1,000 SIP. You can go for, there is 5,000 SIP. So after only 10 lakhs is the first limit. Afterwards, you can go. And this, you might ask the question, is this 10 lakhs fixed only for one fund? No. So let us consider now QSEF has 3 funds, correct? QSEF has 3: equity fund, small mid cap and hybrid fund. So you can spread across this 10 lakhs. 3 lakhs in this, 4 lakhs in this, 3 lakhs in this, like that. You can spread also. But across the AMC, the minimum threshold is 10 lakhs. Okay, guys? So that's what they brought this one regarding this one. So let us continue with our journey regarding this. So this is one of the example, Divinity Equity Fund. This is open now till 24th of the November. So this is the fund which is managed by ITI. Why we should discuss? Because ITI is not so popular like SBI, not popular like HDFC. Why should we discuss? Because this fund manager has almost 20 years experience in managing long short funds. And they have AIF. And this guy is managing this fund, AIF, almost from last 8 years. So I will show you guys. See, today's key takeaway from today's session is this slide, guys. So you guys can see, or if you want, I will zoom little further. You see here what exactly is happening. January 23 till September 24. Nifty has given 42% returns. And this long short strategy, which this ITI is managing, has given 44%. So they are beaten the 2% by much. But now it is not finished there. You see the second half. From September 24 till February 25, what happened? there was a downside risk and Nifty has corrected 14%. And at the same time, this strategy is corrected only 3%. Guys, this is the key thing you have to understand in SIF. So what happened from January 23 to February 25? So long strategy has given you 39% return because this is sum of these two, and Nifty has given only 22%. You guys, you see where SIF is fitting, guys. This is where the SIF is really doing good. This is what the biggest benefit of special investment fund. Okay, so you see also, we know that there is a guy called Warren Buffett, very famous guy. What he says all the time, never lose the money. And second rule is, don't forget rule number 1. So here, this is the strategy. They are trying to protect our capital. They are not investing in, you might say to protect, we can invest in fixed, but these guys are investing only in equities and they are protecting our capital by doing some strategies. Guys, this is second important. You see here in 2018, so when there was a downside Nifty 11% and only this fund has gone only 2% down. And COVID case, guys, this is very important. COVID Nifty is corrected 28%, but long short fund corrected only, and even it is not gone down. During the COVID, this fund has made 0.6% plus. And now see RBI rate also say. So every time there is a downside protection. You see here, long strategy cumulative, they give 165%, Nifty 134 because they have protected downside. So there is so whenever the market goes up, there is a potential for growth. When market goes down, there is a correction. There is a correction, which is, there is a downside action. So all these things together is forming. This is the one of the good characteristics of SIF. One of the good characteristics of the SIF. So now, I think you see here, these are the metrics generally, used for measurement of volatility in mutual funds. If you see all of them, the beta is very, very, very less. That's what they call, So when downside it will goes down. So we don't have to worry, guys. So Warren Buffett says, don't lose money. Never forget rule number 1. That's what they are going to do that here in this. Yeah. So now there is one interesting scenario here, guys. In 2008, January till January 2013, our Nifty did not make any gain. It is only sideways. It was 6144 and 6344. However, in this scenario, we cannot keep like this for a long time, ideally. So what is the best way? You can, for these, like present scenario, where there is a sideways market and where the valuations are very high. So for these scenarios, the perfect fit is for retail investors, SIF, special investment. Okay, guys, these are the two things which we would like to bring very much this one. So low decimal real, elevated equity. These are the two challenges today market is facing, and the solution for this is use your special investment funds. So what are the strategies? The 3 advantages: mitigate downside impact, market correction through selective short exposure, participate in market upturn, that is when market is going up, make the money, manage overall volatility. Okay, so that is what the main thing, what they say. So what will be the asset allocation? That will be equities will be 80 to 100%, debit market will be 0 to 20%, and unhedged derivatives will be 25%, and real estate investment trust and investment infrastructure trust will be up to 20%, and they will change. Guys, there is one more important slide which I would like to bring. So they use tactical, strategic longs, fixed income, tactical longs, tactical short. They use all these buckets. They use all permutations and combinations so that our portfolio will not lose our AUM. Our NAV will not go down. So these are the ways they do, guys. Longs will be minimum 55. Tactical longs is 10 to 35. Derivatives is up to 100%. That is what they do. So there is one more. Yeah, this one I would like to show you. This one, guys. When market is going up, they invest almost this one. You see, guys, everybody, this is very important. When market is going up, your net, see, when market is going up, your net exposure to equities will be 95%. But when market is going down, like COVID case, your net exposure is gone to minus 25. How they will do? They invest in stocks, they do hedging of same stocks, and then they will, because there is a way that market, there is a likely trend that market can go down. So they do, put calls or the shorts they will make and they will invest 20%. See, so this is the beauty of this product, minus 25 to plus 25, the equity exposure. This is what the SIF is all about, guys. Okay, that is what they are going to do. But when it is neutral, they increase. When it is bearish, they do. But when it is bullish, they invest a lot. But when it is bearish, that means when market is going down, that is the time they use this strategy. Okay, and this fund manager Rajat Bhatia has almost 20 years experience in this long short strategies, and he's managing already this AIF fund 8 years, and this was not back testing. This is the actual results of that particular fund what we have seen. Okay, so that is regarding this fund, guys, and let's come back to our main. So what is the purpose? Building long-term value, which is controlled risk, fundamentals over forecast, because you don't have to sit every day and think I don't have to wait for somebody giving you tip. Okay, instead of you doing, expert is doing for you the same things. Okay, research led stock picking. Each idea stands its own dynamic exposure, independent and quality driven focus, and wisdom that shapes our thinking. So now this is what is 10 lakhs capital is, exit load. This is what very, very important point, exit load. But this fund little bit higher, but the other funds exit fund is not much. For SBI, exit load is 0 if you redeem after 15 minutes. So there is, guys, I told you, if you have made a corpus of, let us consider 10 crores. So we don't want to take out 10 crores immediately, but we want to live same life. Let us consider you'd like to get every month 1 lakh in the form of systematic withdrawal plan. So for that purpose, this is the very good product. So you can withdraw from this, you make some, gain or some lump sum you create according to your goal. Then you don't have to take out all the lump sum and move to some fixed income. You can keep this because their strategy itself is very stable. So, and the fund is also grow and you will be getting every month, whatever fixed amount you have planned for it. Okay, so that's how it is, guys. There is no entry load. So this is what SIP frequency. You can have Monday to Friday, weekly, monthly. SIP minimum 5,000. This will be after first 10 lakhs investment. Okay. So systematic withdrawal, you can plan on first 7, 14, 21st 8, quarterly weekly first 7. And SWP amount will be minimum 10,000. Minimum redemption 25 and multiple thereof. If it is a lumps. Okay, guys. So that's regarding the possibilities. And JP is the very famous personality in the investment circle. He is the one who is running ITI mutual fund, and he is the key person who worked, he is working almost from, Heritage Capital. He was doing advisor and he is running these portfolios. And this guy has a lot of experience, almost 30 years in investment. So that is regarding this fund, guys. That is regarding this fund. Okay. So this is what the fund is all about, guys. So this fund is that. And the next one is, there is a fund called, very famous fund called, this fund we speak. QSEF, this one already closed. This NFO is closed, but now again open market fund. So now you can invest if you want. This is small and mid cap fund. different 7 strategies are there. So they are investing predominantly in, see, high risk, equity, long, short funds, mid caps and small caps they are investing. Okay. So somebody was asking me, in our group, which one is good for SIF. This is the good fund for this, SIP. Yeah. Because this fund has, it won't correct 40% because its downside is protected by using strategies. Yeah. So raising bull outperformance, yeah, our quantity. Anyway, these differences we already speak. Yeah. So this is regarding the one of the fund guys. So they use different strategy, that is high frequency trading and all. This guy is the one, he wants to use options for this purpose. Okay. But whereas now the next one, what we are going to get is the hybrid fund from the titanium. Titanium is from Tata. Titanium is from Tata, but this is the hybrid fund. This will be open for from next week onwards. You can subscribe to this. Yeah. So they are equity, debit, derivatives, and REITs is possible. So say this is opening on 17th November and closing on 2nd December. So this is using hybrid strategy. So they are using unhedged futures, long futures, and it. But these guys, Titanium, they are not using options, but they are using features for, strategies. Okay, so these are the strategies they use: long, short, unhedged derivatives, arbitrage, and fixed income. So, but they were telling their target is minimum 15%, but they can come close to whatever, arbitrage plus returns. So dynamic exposure plus low risk. So depends on your risk appetite, guys. Whatever risk appetite. See, they allocate to instruments, asset class. Equity will be 65 to 75, RET will be 0 to 10, fixed income will be 20 to 35. But they use this benchmark will be CRISIL hybrid fund they are using. Okay, guys. So these are these things which I would like to bring to you. And now I am open to questions, guys. I'm open to questions. When I discussed last time, we have discussed also last when we had the webinar. So that time I have discussed about these. There are some strategies the Magnum long short hybrid fund is using. Like, they are using buying puts, they are using covered calls, they are using, introducing collar strategy and arbitrage. They are using so many different strategies, guys. Okay, different strategies they are using for this purpose. Okay, so that's regarding our presentation, guys. So any questions, guys, or anything which you'd like to ask? Thakur, as you asked TER, they are expecting around 1.6 for equity funds, around 1.2 to 1.3 or 1.4 for hybrid funds. Okay. But
Okay,
they will
sir. Thank you.
yeah, but that will be just in line with mutual funds. They cannot charge you like AIF. AIF has different strategy. They will charge even 3%, 5% also basis of your fund. If you have 10 crores fund, it will be different. Depends on them. And there they can invest anywhere. They have a lot of flexibility, but here they cannot do whatever they like. Here, in SIF, they can invest only in equity related derivatives, and in interest rates. And even beauty of this one is they can do even dollars also. They can do the currency hedging also. They can do. Yeah, that is also possible for them. And there are a lot of things. QCEF has come with different strategies. They can invest in IPOs. You see the LG IPO almost give 50%. Even our Grow has given almost 40-50%. Even we are expecting no subdue for the last fine labs, but now this one also give almost 20. So like that, you don't have to put money for them. The fund manager will look and analysis, the inside story, or they do financials of them on technical and fundamental analysis they will carry out, and on the basis of the momentum they have their own strategy and they will deploy the plan for this. Yeah. overall, if you want to say one word, what is the one word for the SIF? The one word for the SIF is, it is the mutual fund plus downside protection. So that framework SEBI is giving exactly, they have to do everything as per the, framework is mutual fund framework, but tax framework also same mutual fund, but returns will be same as mutual fund if the market is going up. But if the market is going down, then SIP will outperform. Because we saw when COVID case, market fallen 28%, but the SIP strategy fallen only. It did not fall. In fact, it made 0.6%. Okay, it is become neutral, zero returns. Zero is better than minus 20, minus 28. Correct, guys? Yeah. So that's what the SIFs is all about. Only hassle or only difficulty here is just the first investment is the big investment. But what we suggest is whoever has created, some lump sum, we are all investing in mutual funds for quite some time. Yeah. So whoever have, certain, AUM, like, you have, let us consider 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, or even 1 crore you are there. Some part of it, just allocate to this and see, and you will understand. Once you feel it, then you can deploy more funds. Okay. So what is our suggestion is, we are not telling put everything in it, even though there is a proven strategy, even though fund manager is the well experienced, he was doing same thing, same long short strategies from almost last 8 years. You can test, you can try. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना sounding लेने का. So आप लोग sounding ले लो, ये कर you can take the sounding. Yeah, because then, and for us also, it is not so big amount because we all made enough AUM with the SIPs returns and all. Now, one question, people keep on asking, okay, we are the day trader because our group, the investor group is very much into trading this, everyday intraday trading. Okay, whatever money you made in intraday, we are not stopping, you continue to do, but don't put all the money in that. Okay, so whatever profits you gain, you put this for your long-term gain or for your compounding effect. Okay, and anyway, we are all earning, so you can deploy certain amount to it. And you see, guys, next coming 5 years, you see everybody, mark my word today, after 5 years, definitely industry will change. 50% of your AUM will be in SIF and 50% will be in mutual fund. Because this is definitely a better product than the mutual fund, because there is a downside product. It has all the characteristics of mutual fund plus downside protection, and the tax treatment is same as mutual funds, so double benefit. Only thing is, so our investment teams, they are getting used to this hedging technology. But QSEF, they are very clear. They are telling we use high frequency trading and high frequency analytics. They want to use all their strategies. And Quant is the pioneer in analytics. They are building from 30 years only. They want to do, automated strategies, whatever they want to use. Yeah, they are using. Okay. So that's regarding this. Any questions, guys? Yes, Ranjit.
Sir, this SIF started like, as you're saying, it is like from long time in the, but I never heard about it. So it is started just now in India, or it is for long time in the market?
This is just started, but what I'm saying is, there is a product called AIF.
Okay.
AIF is there quite some time, because you see what SIF is, they brought some of the characteristics of the AIF and some of the framework of the mutual fund, they clubbed together and they made the product. That is the SIF. So because they are using the same strategies in AIF, correct? This ITI has the AIF fund, which you guys can Google it later. Yeah. So this guy, Rajat Bhatia, is the one who is doing the So these are the back tested, whatever it is there. But because this is the new strategy or new product, so they cannot say that these are the existing ones, but they are telling these are the existing returns of their AIF. They are not telling for the same. But the strategy will remain same, so should not be any issue with us. And because what it demonstrates is this guy has the skill, this guy has the expertise, or this guy has the talent, what you call, got the understanding of this particular product, and he is doing this quite some. And you see that COVID was his remarkable work. Actually,
Yes, sir.
we never thought that, when market is fallen minus 28, he is showing 0.6. But even if you see AF funds, it was right. He did that. Yeah. So that is what all about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yes, please, Banu, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay, sir. Got it.
Yeah. You're
I
happy?
will go through it, then we'll see.
Yeah. You work on it, and anyway, you guys, I have also already personally also I have all three work members. So I will put this presentation also to you guys. You guys can go through it. You understand much better. But this one is very good. I'm not telling only for ITI. Even SBI mutual fund, which I did also very well, very good business we did, and they have already invested 11,000 crores or already 1,100 crores already invested in this product in NF. Okay, already invested, and they were considering very soon, within next few months, definitely the AUM under SIF will touch 1 lakh crores. That is their target, because this is definitely good product. And why we are going to, because as a millionaires, why we are going to fixed deposits? Because we don't want to lose our money. But when they are participating with equity returns, when there is a downside protection, so you better invest. Definitely, it will be a better product to invest. So, and they have target also they consider only, even in SBI, what they were telling is they have 70 lakh crores fixed deposits lying in SBI. So they want to bring at least 1% out of it. That means they become success in this. That's the reason they have launched this hybrid fund. It's FD plus. Why FD plus? Because this is for pensioners. You know, because at the pension you don't want to take risk and you want to get regular income. Because every month, like pension, you should. That is the beauty of SWP. Correct, guys? Everybody know what is SWP? Systematic withdrawal plan. That means every month you will take one lakh or 2 lakhs or 50,000, depends on your lifestyle. Like, let us consider you have you spend every month, let us consider your expenses are 50,000. So after you retired from shipping, so you should get that 50,000. So you can withdraw that from the fund every month. That is called the SW. Okay, guys. This is the plan, guys. This is complete plan. So first stage, you build the corpus by doing the SIF. And then once the corpus is built, then you withdraw slowly. Still, you are participating in the market. And most important thing is your capital protection. That means if your AUM or if your funds are 40 lakhs, your AUM should remain 40 lakhs. We don't want to lose when market falls. 40 shouldn't become 20. That is our main biggest risk. Yeah. How they are mitigating that risk?
So that
By
that in
using different.
SIF it will not happen, sir. If the market goes down, the
Yes.
amount.
Yeah. They are trying
Okay.
to reduce to the bare minimum. Okay. In COVID case, we saw this one. So when minus 28 correction, they were showing it as the plus 0.6, but another AX corrected up to -2, -3. But as compared to minus 28, -5, -3, you know why beauty of this one? When market started coming up, you see 100 become 120 is very easy, but 60 become 120 is very difficult. Okay, so that's the biggest this one, guys, biggest advantage of this SIF. So this is definitely a better product. So, and I am one of the distributors of these early movers, because I sense there is an opportunity in this. So I cleared this exam in June, and I am doing from the first SIF onwards. So you guys need any specific, or if you want to invest, or if you want anything extra information, you guys can ask me, because I got all these strategies, presentations are there, leaflets are there. Actually, even I have some YouTube videos also where these guys were explaining what is it. And in near future, I am also going to do some videos on this, because we would like to educate the people, because especially awareness in our seafarer community is very less regarding these products, because they definitely bring compounding, guys. They definitely bring compounding. Okay, guys. And it is, when we are on the ship, we always speak seafarer well-being, mental health, and seafarer welfare. Yeah. So all these things, nobody is doing, but we have to do for ourselves. So I put forward so that financial awareness is the first part. So that's the reason I keep on doing for the benefit of our community. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining, and thank you for listening. From almost last 1 hour, we are with us. Yeah. And we will come back, and I will do much more every month once I will be doing. So some other new topic or some other new fund where they come up, then we will come back and we will discuss in detail what are the benefits, what are the drawdowns, and where it will fit to our seafarers community. We will see that. Yes, specific to our. Okay, guys. Have a
Okay.
great
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
See you all.